Graham from Triple Point, you spoke at our VCT Masterclass this morning. Thank you very much for that. You spoke on the topic of sourcing VCTs and carrying out due diligence on VCTs.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you a few supplementary questions about that.
Of course.
Firstly, what sort of questions should advisors be asking of providers when they're looking at VCTs? What are the key things they need to drill in on?
I think there are three primary areas. Firstly is that advisors should drill down into the underlying investments that the VCT manager will be deploying the investor's capital into. I mean, even within the generalist sector, there's a pretty broad church with regards to the sorts of assets that a generalist VCT can invest in. It could be asset-backed, it could be pure PV, and the advisor and will need to know that for their clients. I think secondly is with regards to costs not only of the wrapper, but also if the VCT provider has an interest in establishing and perhaps running the qualifying investments, what are the costs to the investor around that? And I think thirdly is looking at the track record of the VCT provider. Have they actually delivered on what they said that they were going to deliver on previous VCTs?
And are there any considerations for advisors that are going to be unique to the VCT universe that they don't have to consider with other retail investment products?
I think the primary one is to do with corporate governance, because of course a VCT is a publicly quoted company and the directors of the VCT are hugely important, certainly their independence. And so I think the independence of the directors of the VCT away from the provider is a crucial area.
And finally, just in your presentation, you talked about sourcing product. Is it difficult for advisors to understand the whole of market and to sort of get their arms around the whole of the VCT universe? And how can they sort of address that problem?
I think it can be problematic because the VCT provider universe is quite diverse. And advisors sort of, understanding that universe and what's on offer can be difficult. Having said that there are organisations out there, the independent reviewers and those sorts of bodies, that advisors can approach for assistance in that area. So yes, there is assistance there, but it can be difficult otherwise.
Graham, thank you very much for your insights and your presentation today, and hopefully we'll see you at another event very soon. Thank you.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.